everybody, and welcome to an uncurated guide on the most memeable character in Smash, Villager. My name is SPAMMY, and I want to thank you so much for tuning in. This video is brought to you by Nook's Homes, where the mortgage is always fucking due. In this video, we'll be talking about how to eviscerate your enemies with the right-hand man of Satan himself. We're gonna go over his basic moveset, as well as his combos, strings, kill confirms, and also his cheesy online antics. Villager's never been considered a top tier character, and probably never will be, but if you know how to play him and utilize his spammier moves, you're gonna have a lot of fun with this character. Your overall game plan with Villager is going to be based mainly around zoning. He does have a couple close range options, but because of his size and weight, it's easy to kill him. Your basic strategy for this character is to pick your moments to go on the offensive, utilize his projectiles, and overall just outthink your opponent. His jab is a vicious flurry of punches that's honestly easy to fall out of and just not very good overall, so we're going to move right past it. We're gonna let him think about what he's gonna do next. Oh god, okay. Alright, so he's gone with a down tilt, where he plucks weeds like an absolute madman. It's a good combo tool. You can use falling nair into down tilt and then string together some aerials and dash attacks, and it'll kill on its own at around 145. For F tilt, he swings an umbrella with these adorable little dog paws on it. Comes out pretty fast, so it's a good get off me tool if you need something quick to throw out. For his up tilt, he waves this little stick in the air that hits twice. Whether or not it's the same stick that he uses in his taunt, I have no idea. He refuses to tell me. It does about 13% damage, and its main use is to continue up air strings when you land. The first of his smash attacks is going to be the forward smash. It's the bowling ball that he uses to crush the skulls of unsuspecting victims. However, you're not going to be using it on stage too much. This is what you're going to use it for. Strike! Another one. It also drops below platforms, which can be very useful in certain situations. And if you do somehow manage to get a hit on stage, it'll kill pretty early. Just the threat of an offstage bowling ball is enough to make people SD rather than face the wrath of Villager. His up smash is the fireworks. Look at him plug his little ears. It'll do more damage if you hit them from the side as opposed to straight on top. However, it'll kill about 10 to 15% earlier if you hit them while they're above you as opposed to on the side. His down smash is a shovel where he buries his opponents down into the depths of hell, but what you do after the shovel depends on what percentage they're at. At low percents, your best move is just to follow into a jab where you can rack up about 30 damage. At medium percents, you can get an F tilt out, or even better, get him with an up smash. If they button mash out of it, you can just anticipate where they're going to go and hit them with some aerials afterwards. At high percents, you just follow up with the bowling ball and that stock is gone. It's important to know that charging the shovel will not affect how quickly they can get out in any way, and hitting them with shovel while they're not grounded doesn't bury them and barely does any damage. His neutral special is the pocket, but before we go into its actual usage, it's important to know that from frame 5 to 23 he's invincible. The pocket will suck up any projectile and you can throw it right back at your opponent. It also does almost twice as much damage as the original projectile. Pocketing powerful projectiles can lead to some super early kills. Like, I killed Samus at 20% with a charge shot, and the range on the pocket is absolutely fucking insane. You don't even have to be facing them. I don't know where this kid gets his pants, but he's got some deep pockets. He swallows everything like a black hole and shoots it right back out to send you into oblivion. His side special is the Lloyd Rocket, and he does this adorable little dance while he's waiting for the next one to spawn. You're going to be throwing this bad boy out whenever you get the chance. Just spam it like there's no tomorrow. Just having it out puts the pressure on your opponents. You can make them go where you want them to go. You can grab them if they try to shield it, and if they try to jump over it, then you can just hit them with the forward air. When the rocket is out, you control the stage. You can deploy one if you feel like you're going to get grabbed and it'll break it off of you. You're a little vulnerable, but it makes for a good horizontal recovery. Just be careful around characters with deflectors. Holding on to B will have you ride the rocket, and it does more damage if you land it, but just be aware that you lose your jumps when you do this. Down special is the magical killing tree, which is another reason why Villager is so good at controlling the stage and zoning. It's a 4 to 5 part move, so it does take some good timing to actually land a hit with it, but wherever you set this up, opponents are going to want to stay away from it because of how early it kills. It also falls off the ledge, so if the bowling ball is just getting a little stale, you can drop the tree and spice things up. The tree also hits when it sprouts out of the ground, but watering it takes 54 frames. So a good trick is to start watering it and then jump away. This way when you go back to watering it, it comes out almost instantly. You can do the same thing by just running off when you start the water. Another great part of Villager's down special is that when the tree is out, you get this beautiful axe that you can use to dice up your enemies for tonight's dinner. It does about 17 damage. You can change the direction of where it swings just by tilting the joystick slightly to either side, and it'll kill at around 100% at the ledge. When you cut down the tree, every once in a while a little wood chip projectile is going to pop out. You can throw it at your opponent just for fun, and if they're close enough, it'll hit them and sometimes trip. I gave up on the green screen, get over it. Finally, his up special is his recovery, the balloon trip. You can use this to get back on stage from pretty much anywhere. You can go around the stage if you feel like it. If you get spiked at an early percent, it's not a problem at all. The only catch to balloon trip is that the balloons are pretty easy to pop, and once you run out of balloons, you are fucked. Luckily, his air dodge goes pretty far, so if you don't want to get your balloons popped, you can always use this to get back on stage. His first aerial is the Nair, which is this very menacing cartwheel. It does pretty good damage considering it's just a little boy flipping in the air with no cares in the world. It comes out fast and the hitbox is all around, so it's going to be your number one option at a shield. As mentioned before, it's a good option to land with. You can follow up with a tilt and then start a combo from there. It's definitely the funniest way to gimp somebody or finish off a stock. And finally, since there's no taunting in online play, you can just do cartwheel after cartwheel to really rub it in. Yahoo! Now it's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's Villager's back and forward air. This is the reason people hate playing against Villager in Ultimate. This is the reason you're going to be the best player in the game. It's the fair and the bear. First, just a general safety tip. The back air has considerable startup, so it'll auto-cancel if you do it too late. You're going to be spamming fair as much as possible. You can string this thing all the way to the blast zone at any percent. Back air does more damage and knockback, but also has more startup and end lag, so it's a little bit harder to string together. It's a great move just to throw out when your opponent's trying to rush you. It kills at the ledge at around 115%, and even if it doesn't kill, you can just go out and do it again. Fair is your best option when your opponent's waiting for you at the ledge and you want to start an attack of your own. But if you want to spice things up, you can go Lloyd Rocket away from the stage and hit him with a back air. The range on this thing is absolutely insane. You can hit opponents in the air, on the ground, it doesn't matter. If they're coming at you, just throw it out. Be the spammiest villager that you can be. His up and down air I'm going to lump together as well. They're these RNG based turnips. You can either get 1, 2, or 3. It's completely random. 1 turnip does 9 damage, 2 does 12, and 3 does 15. Down air does have a spiking hitbox, but it's pretty hard to land. You have to be directly above your opponent. If you land with the spiking hitbox, you can quickly throw out an up smash, or even hit them with the bowling ball. Up air is also a really good juggling tool that you can set up with an up throw, and if the RNG gods are on your side, a 3 turnip hit will kill pretty early. But 1 or 2 turnips is not going to kill until the high 100s. Up tilt is a good way to set up juggling at low and medium percents, and up throw will set it up at pretty much any percent. Up air has less startup and a lingering hitbox, so you can actually land with it too. Now we're going to talk about his grabs. He headbutts Samus and feels no pain but only joy. His forward throw is really only used to get opponents off stage for edge guarding. It doesn't really kill. If you want a kill move, go with the back throw. Depending on the character's weight, back throw kills anywhere from 100 to 130. Once again, up throw can be used to get opponents up in the air so you can juggle them or just hit them with an up air. It doesn't kill till around 300, and at that point, Back throw kills from the other side of the stage. Down throw, however, is going to be one of your main combo starters. It combos into forward air, and you can string a couple after that. After the first forward air, nothing is really true anymore, so they turn into strings more than combos. At this point, it's more freeform. Your next attack is based off your opponent's DI, whether or not he techs, if he air dodges, etc. At high percents, you should wait a little bit or full hop into fair to see where he goes. And at really high percents off stage, you can double hop, get back on stage, and then go back down for edge guarding. We're going to end the guide with some strings and also introduce his dash attack, which is this pot that he trips and falls and drops. The hitbox on this thing is really unique. It'll hit if you're right next to him, but when you fall on the ground, the pot will go a little further, and it'll still have a hitbox. You can string a couple of these together at lower percents and then go for some fairs afterward. The pot will actually hit them off stage too, which is just the weirdest and coolest thing in the world. You can string something like dash, then fair, then another dash, then another fair, and then some other fairs. Or you can go dash, then down tilt, and then string together some fairs. Once again, his combos and strings are just very situation based. You alternate between dash attack, fair, and tilts just depending on where your opponent's at. But if your anticipation skills are good enough, you can get up to 60 or 70 damage with just one string. So that is it. That's all I've got for the Demon King Villager. Was this video helpful? Let me know down in the comments. If you like my character guides, let me know which character you'd want to see next. I'm always interested to know what your thoughts and critiques are. Any sort of feedback would help make my content better. I'll leave some links right here to my other videos if you want to check those out. Please leave a like so I know I'm not garbage. Once again, my name is SPAMMY, and I'll see you guys later.
I don't mean to brag, but I have a very large brain.